My daughter's small, icy fingers curled into mine as we waited at the bus stop with nothing but 2 bags and the weight of everything we had lost. A sleek black car slowed to a stop beside us. The window lowered, and my aunt's face appeared, pale and trembling as if she were holding back a truth that had been strangling her for too long. "Get in quickly. I need to tell you something important," she whispered. And just like that, the storm inside me went still. I had been waiting for this moment for the truth to finally come out. Hamza had once looked at me as if I was the center of his world. Or maybe I had only convinced myself of that because I needed so badly to believe it. We were young when we married. Together, we built a home, a small shop, and fragile dreams we held like glass in our hands. For years, he held me as if I grounded him. But anchors don't always save you. Sometimes they drag you under. 3 years ago, he left for work one morning and vanished. No clues, no body, no explanation, just questions from a daughter who deserved better answers than the silence I had. His family didn't grieve him. Instead, they turned on me. A woman without a husband, to them, was nothing but dead weight. Last month they finally threw me out, calling me cursed. I stayed quiet, not out of weakness, but because the pieces were beginning to rearrange themselves in my mind. A year after he disappeared, I noticed movement in his bank account. Small transfers, consistent, careful. Someone was tending to that account like it mattered. Then came the message from an unknown number in the middle of the night. Asterisk, tell her I'm fine. And tell her not to call again. Asterisk. I told no one. Not the police. Not his family. Not even myself. Instead, I started watching. People reveal things when they think you're broken beyond repair. They underestimate you when you act clueless. I listened. I gathered whispers, hints, patterns. One name kept returning like an echo. Imran, his cousin. The same cousin who slid into Hamza's shop the moment he went missing. The same cousin who had suddenly begun living above his means. The puzzle clicked together with painful clarity. I stopped praying for miracles. I began planning my war. I spent nights studying laws, property rights, inheritance loopholes, financial tracing. Days were spent pretending confusion, so they'd remain careless. I recorded everything, every deposit, every irregularity. I used the last hidden money. I had to hire a private investigator. When he returned with photographs, my blood didn't just chill. It burned. Hamza was alive. In another city, with another woman, a newborn in his arms. A home funded by the years I gave him. My sweat, my sacrifices. He hadn't been taken. He had walked away. And Imran had helped him vanish. That day, my grief dissolved. What replaced it was sharper. I didn't confront him. That would have warned him. I preferred consequences over theatrics. I filed a fraud case using the PI's evidence. I froze the shop assets, legally mine through documented investment. I initiated a case against Imran for misuse of funds. Then I claimed full inheritance of Hamza's share under presumed death, knowing it would force him to show up the moment his money was threatened. And just as I predicted, he stepped right into the trap. 2 weeks later, the police contacted me. Asterisk, your husband is alive. He has come forward to contest the inheritance. Asterisk.
Alive. Cornered. Exposed.
When my aunt picked us up, her hands trembled on the steering wheel. Beta. Hamza didn't disappear. He ran. Imran helped him. They said you would ruin everything if you stayed. And now they're fighting. Hamza wants to come back. Imran refuses to give up what he took. I simply nodded. I had expected this unraveling. We reached the police station. Both men were waiting there. Hamza's face went pale when he saw me, as if he'd seen a ghost returning to settle a debt. Imran was drenched in sweat, eyes darting like a trapped animal. I stood in front of them with my daughter balanced on my hip and years of evidence in my bag. 3 years, I said, my voice soft but steady. For 3 years you left me to break, while you lived off what I built. Hamza tried to speak, but I lifted a hand. I'm not here for explanations. I'm here to finish this. The officers escorted them inside. Fraud, abandonment, theft, conspiracy. Their downfall echoed down the hallway. I watched every second, refusing to look away. When the door shut behind them, something unknotted inside my chest, not pain, but release. My aunt touched my hand. "Are you all right?" I smiled, small but certain. "I didn't just survive," I said. "I took back everything they stole. Quietly. Completely." Carrying my daughter back to the car, I felt something I hadn't felt in years.
Control.